Holy, what the? I just got saturated by sprinklers. Absolutely insane. Like, I don't want to make a video that's like, first impressions of Vietnam or first impressions. I was shocked. I'm probably going to have to do that. Oh my God. That is the nicest banh mi I've ever had. That is the best thing I've ever had. Welcome back. In this video, we're off to Vietnam. I'm just leaving Bangkok. I have a very awesome, hospitable cousin who I was just staying with for a couple of nights. Today's the day for Vietnam, and it's my first time. Yes, I'm in Bangkok not wearing a helmet. Now, I do have an excuse. The helmet that was provided to me when I hired this bike is, like, my head's not gigantic, but it's a big head. It was an extra small helmet, so I bought a brand new one, which I'm just leaving there. So, off to Vietnam for the first time. So I'm so excited. Holy, what the? I just got saturated by sprinklers. So we've just got back, literally like a few days ago, from a 2,500 kilometer road trip. And now we're gonna do it all again. So yeah, it's gonna be fun. NK Motorbike Rental. I'm gonna give them a shout out because, yeah, they were really good to deal with. I've used them twice and like, they didn't even check the bike. I mean, I didn't do any damage, but that was a brand new bike, essentially. It only had 453 kilometers on the clock, and I put 2,500 Ks on it. And they didn't even look it over, so. Deposit back, awesome. Let's go and get ourselves a taxi and get to Vietnam. Vietnam, how cool. In Hanoi, and just have to work out how to get into the old town. I think I'll get a Grab. Well, that was absolutely insanity. My Uber driver's just dropped me off in the middle of the road because I'm in the old town. This is chaos, and he can't drive down there, so what an introduction to Hanoi. This is Sunday night, 9:30, Sunday night. Okay, this is absolutely chaos. I got no idea where I'm going. Wow, what an energy. This is, like, obviously I've just come from Thailand, but the energy is so different. The energy is really good. I mean, I should probably get off the friggin' road though, because I'm gonna get killed, but this is absolutely insane. So much different than Thailand. Very attractive locals. Very attractive. Okay, so I'm in the old quarter. And this is extremely touristy, which is good for a short time, but not for like more than a couple of days. I'm thinking I'm going to eat before I go to the accommodation. What a first impression. Like, I don't want to make one of those videos that say, oh, first impression, shocked. But my first impression is I am shocked, because this feels like Vietnam's or Hanoi's Khao San Road. That's what it feels like. Yeah, I need to come back and eat some food. This is crazy. I gotta check in. Move, people, move. fried frog. Oh, the anxiety. Get me out of this street. This is awesome, but like, my God. All right, so inadvertently I have ended up on the busiest street in what seems to be the world. But the good thing is I'm on the 18th floor and there's no elevators. That's a long way down. Okay. Okay. So here's the room tour. Serious? I'm not impressed with this. Good morning for my first ever day waking up here in Vietnam. We're here in Hanoi and I had an incredible introduction to Vietnam last night. I literally arrived smack bang in the middle of the beer street. I'll leave the name there. I was just inundated with a sensory overload. Probably the biggest sensory overload I've ever had since the first time I ever saw Paris. My room last night was disgusting, but ironically, I had the best sleep I've had in a hotel for a long time. So I've got my bike. This costs $140 US for 2 weeks. So $10 US a day, not bad for an old school bike. A Honda Wave, the bike of Vietnam. It's got 33,000 kilometers on the clock. The last bike I've had in Thailand, the Honda Click, had 453 kilometers when I started. Yeah, this has had a few lifetimes, but they assure me that this is the bike of Vietnam, and if anything goes wrong, that you can get it fixed pretty easily. So after finally securing my bike for the next 2 weeks, it was time to have the first ever banh mi in Vietnam, and I found the best place. It's called Banh Mi Hoi An. It's kind of a chain, but this one in particular is exceptional. Super cheap, and a big tip here is to add the extra meat for just 10,000. So I got the chicken and it was unbelievable. Like seriously, this is probably the best meal I had, best snack meal anyway I could have in Vietnam. So yeah, I'll leave the link in the description below. It's so fresh and so crunchy, but so light. That is the nicest banh mi I've ever had. That is the best thing I've ever had. Oh my God. The bread, you just bite right through it like it's candy floss. Honestly, that is beautiful. That there is a 9.8 out of 10. This is the place where you come and get your photo shoots. Instagram. This is the most incredible city I've ever been to in my entire life. I mean, I know the old town is a touristy thing. Every, old city has an old town. But I think this is the first This is the first old town that I've genuinely really enjoyed, especially now during the day. This is supposed to be one of the cheapest places to buy knockoff clothes, and I do need a jacket. North Face. Some nice stuff. All right, we're going to test this theory about crossing the road in Vietnam and whether or not it's life-threatening. So, perfect example of crossing when you're not supposed to, but look at this. You just go slow. Let's try it. Okay, so if I don't go, I'm never going to get across. Okay, that was easy. This place is absolutely full on. Wow, look at that. Let's have a look at this small lake. Oh, it looks beautiful. Okay. Okay. So here we are. Guess you can go over there. God, look at this parking. Can you imagine parking your bike here, just falling in? So this is absolutely beautiful. Right in the center of town, having this nice lake to walk around. It looks like it would take probably, if you look around, yeah, it looks like it's about 2 kilometers, maybe 3 kilometers to walk around. You hear the sultry sounds of the rattling behind me. It's not a rattlesnake, it's a rattleman. Whilst it's a very serene lake, all I can hear is tooting, tooting, tooting. That's one thing I've noticed about Vietnam, is all the tooting. Toot, toot, toot. Here it's just incessant, it will not stop. But also in Hanoi here, there seems to be like multitude of rooftop bars and cafes and coffee. I just don't drink coffee. I've never had a coffee. I know that probably sounds like fake news, but I've never had a coffee. I don't even drink alcohol until I was 27. Again, is it real? It's real. But Vietnam coffee scene seems to be a massive deal here. But the amount of photo shoots today, I don't know if it's every day. I'm assuming it is, but the old town is obviously architecturally, it's an architect's dream. It's very, very distinct, beautiful. The colors, the flower pots, all the lanterns, and you've got all these women, these beautiful women, like stunning women actually, dressed up in these, outfits, these traditional dress, getting their photos taken, and it's like all day since this morning, like hundreds of occasions I've seen so many guys, cameramen or camera people with these gimbals and really fancy setups, all taking the same shot. It's a bit like YouTube, right? Like everyone goes to Bangkok and says, "Oh, I did not expect this." It's like, I was shocked. All that same rubbish. I'm trying to avoid making videos like that. I know I'll probably end up contradicting myself at some point, but if you're liking these videos, please push that like button. It helps the algorithm push it out to more people, and feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be aiming to put out 3 videos a week. I'm barely doing 1, but I'm definitely working on it. That's just a small introduction to getting into Hanoi, and yeah, so I'll see you in the next one when we head off onto the road on a 12-day, 13-day road trip. So awesome, can't wait. See you soon.